NLWN-TV now brings you the In the Dugout show. A look at today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. And now, join us in the dugout.
Good evening and welcome to today's edition of In the Dugout. Rick Olson here in the NLWN-TV studios, and we're getting ready to bring you all the action of today's game as the Eau Claire Cavaliers step out of league play and try to improve their standing as they try to secure a spot in the WBA playoffs while they take on the Holman Features. Now, coming up in this edition of In the Dugout, we'll take a look at today's matchup between the Cavs and the Features. Then we'll get Cavalier manager Pete Barton Gale's perspective on today's game in the Pete Barton Gale Show. Following that, we'll take another look around the Chippewa River Baseball League to see where things stand in the CRBL race. Also, we'll take a moment to get to know one of this season's Cavalier players on Cavalier Profile. Finally, we'll bring you all the play-by-play action of today's game from Carson Park in Eau Claire. So it's time to get ready for some baseball action, and we'll do just that coming up right after this brief timeout. You're tuned to In the Dugout on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to In the Dugout. In a few minutes, the Eau Claire Cavaliers will take on the Holman Features in a game that could help the Cavs earn a spot in the WBA playoffs. Now, last Wednesday, the Cavaliers defeated the Jim Falls Sturgeons 15-3. In that game, the Cavaliers were led by Connor O'Reilly, who went 3 for 4 from the plate, including 2 doubles, 3 runs scored, and an RBI.
Here's the pitch. Shot out into right center field. It's going to go through the gap, coming around to score is O'Brien, and safe at second is Connor O'Reilly.
Also, with a good night at the plate, was Cooper Kapanke, who went 3 for 4 with 2 singles and an RBI double.
Mauer delivers. Kapanke hits a long fly ball out into right center field. It's off the wall. Boda rounding third. He's going to come in to score. And it's an RBI double for Cooper Kapanke.
Other multi-hit contributors included Ethan Kjellberg, who extended his hitting streak to 6 games with a fluke 2 RBI double in the first inning.
And the pitch to Ethan. Fly ball out into center field. Hobley moves over. And it falls in between Hobley and Dennis. Rounding third and scoring. And coming in and scoring. 2 runs come in. Both Boda and Gabe O'Brien. As that fell right between Hobley and Dennis.
Kjellberg went 2 for 4 on the night and scored twice and picked up 4 RBIs. Also, Campbell Kapanke and Chase Yeager each went 2 for 3. On the mound, Austin Getch picked up his 6th win of the season against no losses while going 5 1/3 innings, giving up 3 runs, but only 1 of which was earned, while spreading out 7 hits, walking 2, and striking out 6. He was relieved in the 6th inning with 1 out and the bases loaded by Lucas Costley, who worked out of the jam, picking up the final 2 outs of the inning. Xavier Bemdenster pitched the 7th inning, striking out 2 and getting Sturgeon batter Bobby Soran to hit into a routine fly ball to right field to end the game. Today, the Cavaliers take on the Holman Features, who come into this weekend with a record of 17-1 overall and 10-0 in the Mississippi Valley Baseball League. Leading the way for the Features this season is Trev Van Echtern, who is hitting .396 while going 21 for 53 and scoring 19 times with 10 RBI. Also hitting over 300 for the Features are Alex Gavrilos at 365, including 5 doubles and 2 home runs, and Gabriel Garcia at 351, and Cameron Weber at 309. On the mound, the features are led by Andrew Fisher, who has a 3-0 record with an ERA of 0.92, along with a whip of 0.82. He's followed by Alex Mock, who's also 3-0 with an ERA of 1.23, and Dylan Westcott, who has a 4-1 record with an ERA of 3.34. Now, coming into today's game, leading the way at the plate for the Cavaliers is Cooper Kapanke, who's sitting at a .431 pace. He's followed by Ethan Kjellberg, who's back up to 400. Josh Garcia is at 367, while Chase Yeager is at 351. Right behind them is Connor O'Reilly, who's sitting at 349, while Ben Boda at 333, Caden Erickson at 323, and Gabe O'Brien at 321 round out the Cavaliers hitting over 300. Leading the way on the mound for the Cavaliers among those pitchers who have at least 11 and a half innings pitched is Lucas Costley. Costley has a 3-2 record with a 0.70 ERA. He has a whip of 1.14 and an opponent's batting average of 174. He's followed by Austin Getch, who comes in with a 6-0 record and a 2.10 ERA, along with a whip of 1.28, as well as Ethan Kjellberg with a record of 2-4 and a 4.20 ERA and a whip of 1.38. Now, coming up next, following this timeout, we'll get manager Pete Barton Gale's perspective as we chat with him on The Pete Barton Gale Show. You're tuned to In the Dugout on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Stem is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to load their minds. Dare to explore. Dare to STEM. Learn more at She Can STEM.
Time now for the Pete Barton Gale Show, where Cavalier manager Pete Barton Gale gives us his perspective on today's game. And now, the Pete Barton Gale Show.
Once again, we're talking with Cavalier manager Pete Barton Gale. And Pete, last Wednesday, the Cavaliers were able to put together what may be their most complete game of the season with a 15-3 defeat over the Jim Falls Sturgeons. Your thoughts about that game?
Well, it was definitely a revenge game for us from the beginning of the year when we played Falls. What was it, May 1st? So I think our guys are ready for this game, and we kind of circled it on the calendar. So, but I think we're kind of coming together all the way around, pitching and hitting. And like I told the team, I mean, if we can be consistent, if we can hit consistently, we're a tough out because our pitching's really been great all year. I thought Austin Getch pitched really well as he has all year. And then Costley came in there at the bases loaded. I wanted to bring him in there so that game wasn't going to get out of. I didn't want them to come back a little bit and extend the game. And then I thought Xavier came in and pitched well in the end. So all in all, I think you're right. I think it was our most complete game. I thought we played well defensively and hit well.
Now, by winning that game, the Cavaliers were able to keep their slim hopes at the CRBL title, or playoffs anyway, alive. Your thoughts about the progress the Cavs have made this season, and will it be enough?
Well, we've made a lot of progress, I think. I think you have to look at the beginning of the year. We were basically just all trying to get to know each other a little bit. There was a lot of new, and me included. So no one wants to hear the word rebuild, but that's kind of where we were at. We lost a lot of veterans. So and I think it took us a while to get accustomed to each other. But now I think you see that all kind of coming together, and we're playing a lot better and playing as a team. And I think everyone's just a little bit more comfortable. Whether it's enough for us to get to the Final Four there, I don't know. And if we don't, we just have to focus on the WBA and getting in that. I think we're a great candidate for that. So I think we'd be a tough out in that tournament. So, but it's been a learning lesson. I've been nothing but impressed with the CRBL all throughout the year. And every game's a tough game. And I think that's been a valuable lesson for us going into next year that, we have to come out blazing in the beginning of the season and can't hope for other teams to help us out. We need to really take care of ourselves next year early in the season, so we're positioned in a better place at the end of the season.
Yeah, in fact, this is a case of where you take care of what you can take care of and let the other things happen, and what will happen will happen.
Yeah, I mean, Chippewa's been a tough out for us. The Lumberjacks had a nice team, and then Tilden we split with, and Osu we have tonight, or excuse me, Osu we have Wednesday, but we just haven't played that top four probably as well as we could have, and we lost a tough one to the Bears there early in the season there, where we just that might have been our toughest day. We just didn't play well that Sunday against the Bears. It was a cold spring day, and we just didn't come out to play, and I think that doubleheader kind of hurt us.
Now, in just a few minutes, the Cavaliers are going to face off against the 17-1 Holman Features. Now, this may be one of those high-quality non-league opponents that the Cavs have tried to, or they faced in order to try to get a bid into those WBA playoffs. Your thoughts about how this game could help with that goal?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. I've coached a lot against Holman in travel baseball, and they're always really good. I mean, it just doesn't matter which age level you're at, whether it's 13-year-olds all the way up to adult level. It's a great baseball community, and they are 17-1. I saw that, and but we also have to think about Wednesday night too. So not sure we're going to throw tonight. We could go back to Xavier. We could go to Vance tonight. But one of those two, I think, will start, and we'll save Getch and Costley and Kelberg for Wednesday night. But yeah, Holman is going to be a tough out, and it's a great night for Glenn St. Arnold, and that's a great opponent. And Saint would want us to play a tough team like Holman.
Well, in fact, that's what I was going to get to. You did have some unique experiences with Glenn St. Arnold, and it is Glenn St. Arnold night at Carson Park tonight. Could you tell us about your experiences with Glenn and his impact to both the Cavaliers and Eau Claire baseball in general?
Well, Glenn was my Little League coach, my first coach of my career for the Plaza Furniture Padres at Mann's School. And I just can't say enough about him. I remember our first practice. He ran it like we were getting ready for the seventh game of the World Series. And I just loved the guy. I loved playing for him. And he was just so much fun to play for. He was very serious, and he wasn't for everybody. You came to the park and were just there just to be there to have fun. That's not what he was looking for. He was looking for guys that wanted to play hard and play the game the right way. And he was just such a role model in my life. And I just can't tell you the lessons I've learned from him in coaching and in life. And and I had him all the way up through Babe Ruth level too. He was my coach in seventh and eighth grade and at Mount Simon. And I'm trying to think of the name of that team. That was the Chiefs and Babe Ruth, and he coached with my father. But I learned so many things from him, and as I got older and started coaching, he kind of followed my career, coaching wise, and he, after a lot of the games I coached, he would ask me to meet him in his van outside of Mount Simon, and we talk about what I did right and what I did wrong, and there was a lot of wrong. He told me a lot of things that I need to improve on, but that's what I loved about him, is that he wasn't telling you how great you were all the time. He was telling you the things you need to improve on, and I think those are the people that really care about you. So, but I think what he did for the Eau Claire community is just immeasurable. And people think about the Cavaliers and coaching Legion programs, but he spent countless hours helping out Little League programs. And I remember him up at Mount Simon and Eau Claire Babe Ruth, and he helped many teams up there on the side, and kind of sometimes was the third man in. But man, he just put so much time into the community, and is just certainly deserving of being in the Hall of Fame. He just was a role model to so many people.
Well, Pete, good luck on tonight on Glenn St. Arnold night as the Cavaliers take on the Holman Features.
All right, thanks, Rick.
You've been tuned to the Pete Barton Gale Show with Cavalier manager Pete Barton Gale's outlook on today's game. Stay tuned, more of In the Dugout is coming right up on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
most of the military folks I know, I think we've all lost fellow service members to suicide, and female veterans die by suicide more often than female non-veterans. Store your guns securely. Help stop suicide. Service never stops.
Welcome back to In the Dugout, as we're getting ready to bring you all of the action of today's doubleheader between the Cavaliers and the Holman Features. Although today's game is not a CRBL game, we should check and see how the CRBL standings sit after the games last Wednesday. On Wednesday, the Cavaliers defeated the Jim Falls Sturgeons 15-3. Also, the Eau Claire Bears topped the Cadott Red Sox 7-6, while the Tilden Tigers took care of business over the Bloomer Woodticks 10-0. In CRBL action this past weekend on Saturday, the Eau Claire Rivermen took on the Osseo Merchants, and then on Sunday, the Cadott Red Sox hosted the Osseo Merchants, while the Bloomer Woodticks traveled to Jim Falls to take on the Sturgeons. We'll have results in those later in today's game. Coming into this last weekend, the Chippewa River Baseball League standings looked like this. The Tilden Tigers remained in first place with a 16-2 record, and they have completed their league play. The Osseo Merchants at 12-2 were 2 games behind, but can still catch the Tigers as the Merchants had 4 games remaining. Holding down third place was still the Eau Claire Bears, who at 12-5 were now 3.5 games out of first. And holding down fourth place, 5 games out, were the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks. In fifth place, only a half a game behind the Lumberjacks, are the Eau Claire Cavaliers, who are at 10-7 with 1 league game remaining. In sixth place were the Jim Falls Sturgeons at 8-8 and are 7 games back. The Eau Claire Rivermen were in 7th place at 8 games out, and in 8th place at 3-13 were the Cadott Red Sox. Rounding out the CRBL standings were the Beef River Bullfrogs and the Bloomer Woodticks at 12.5 and 14.5 games back, respectively. Following the Cavalier win over the Sturgeons, their slim playoff hopes in the CRBL remain alive. To gain that playoff spot, the Cavs need to defeat the Osseo Merchants on Wednesday and have the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks lose to the Sturgeons, as well as lose to the Beef River Bullfrogs on the 27th. Now, coming up next, following this timeout, we'll get to know one of the season's Cavalier players on Cavalier Profile. You're tuned to In the Dugout on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Honey, the kids are antsy. What can we do that will keep all of us entertained and won't break the bank?
How about we take them to the Cavaliers game? Tickets are inexpensive. There's popcorn, hot dogs, and other baseball treats, and great baseball action.
That's right, Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball, your best choice for affordable family entertainment. Check out the schedule at www.eauclaircavaliers.org.
Time now to get to know a Cavalier player on Cavalier Profile. We'll get to know a little better who plays on this year's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball team. And now, Cavalier Profile.
Today on Cavalier Profile, we're talking with Anthony Pogodzinski, or Pogo as we like to refer to him.
Yeah.
Can you fill us in a little bit about your baseball background?
Basically played baseball since T-ball, and then I played all the way up to UW, and then got cut this last fall, but it's all right. I'm still excited to play some more baseball again.
So you're going to stick it out with the Cavs and maybe put a couple more over that right field fence like last year?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. So when did you actually start playing baseball?
Probably like 5 or 6 years old, probably, I'm going to assume.
Okay. Now, aside from the Cavaliers, what's the highest level that you've played?
With the UW Eau Claire for Division III baseball.
Can you tell us about your most memorable experience as a baseball player or as a fan?
Most memorable is probably playing in 2019 with Eau Claire North baseball high school team. We ended up winning the state championship.
That's a pretty exciting experience.
Yeah.
I can understand why that would be.
All right, how about filling us in a little bit about your family and other people who might be coming to watch you at Cavs games?
Tim and Julie, my mom and dad, then my grandparents, Vince and Kathy sometimes will show up. Or not sometimes, they try showing up to every single game like a typical grandparents. And my girlfriend, Riley, and some other people sometimes here and there.
Okay, very good. In fact, they kind of need to rope off a section for the Pogo fan club.
Yeah.
All right, some rapid fire questions for you. Pie, ice cream, cake, or cookies?
Cookies.
Particular kind?
Not really.
Just something.
No, not oatmeal raisin though.
Okay,
no.
Anything other than oatmeal raisin?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite color? Why?
Light blue or red. Kind of just been that way since I was younger.
Okay, now, if you could have a superpower, what do you think it would be?
Probably teleportation, so you don't have to travel or take time to travel.
Just all of a sudden you're there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you had a superpower like that, of course you have to have a superhero name. So what's Pogo's superhero name?
I don't know. Just go Pogo.
Just Pogo. Okay. That works.
Yeah.
Favorite Major League team?
Angels. More specifically because like Mike Trout.
Okay.
Yeah.
In fact, that was the next thing I was going to ask you. The player that inspired you the most as you were growing up?
That would be actually Albert Pujols, which he actually got traded from the Dodgers to back to the Cardinals for a one-year term this year.
Okay. What was your favorite movie or TV show as you were growing up?
Probably for TV show, probably SpongeBob SquarePants.
All right, SpongeBob. All right. We're talking with Pogo here on Cavalier Profile, and when you're not playing baseball, what are we going to find you doing?
Hunting, fishing, anything outdoors, or even like hiking. That's basically the same thing. Sometimes playing video games.
Now, when you're out there playing for the Cavaliers, where are the fans going to find you on the field?
First base, or trying around the bases after a home run, or even like playing catcher sometimes.
Thank goodness for the home run trot. You don't have to put a lot of speed into it, right?
Yeah.
We want to thank Anthony Pogozinski for joining us today on Cavalier Profile. Coming up next, more of In the Dugout.
This has been Cavalier Profile, where we get to know a little better who plays on the Cavalier baseball team. Stay tuned, more In the Dugout coming right up.
It happens to everyone eventually. Your computer goes on the fritz. Fear not, Slayton's Technology Services can help. When your computer decides to not cooperate, it can be very frustrating. Let Slayton's Technology Services keep you from wanting to drive your computer right off a cliff. Slayton's Technology Services supports business of all sizes. They offer assistance with managed anti-malware, encrypted email, fast tech support, data backup, and recovery, and more. Call Slayton's Technology Services at 715-864-2833 and get the IT help you desire. Slayton's Technology Services is the official IT service for the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
Welcome back to In the Dugout. Today, the Cavaliers look to improve their chances of being selected for the WBA playoffs with a win over the Holman Features. Likewise, the Features are also looking for a bid to the WBA tournament, and a win over the Cavaliers would help them with that effort. So the stage is set for some exciting baseball action. And in just a moment, I'll be joining our broadcast crew at Carson Park in Eau Claire as we bring you all the action of today's game between the Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Holman Features. That's coming up next. You've been tuned to In the Dugout on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You've been watching the In the Dugout show with a look at today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. This has been a presentation of NLWN-TV. Stay tuned. Coming up next is live Eau Claire Cavalier baseball.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you'll go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
Eau Claire Cavalier baseball is on the air. The Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV proudly brings you today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. Join us as we follow the Cavs while they battle their way through the Chippewa River Baseball League.
Long fly ball by Pogo, and it's out of here! A 3-run shot by Anthony Pogodzinski.
And now, out to the ballpark for coverage of today's game.
And good evening, and welcome. And there's echo. There we go. Got that taken care of. Rick Olson here along with, well, what the heck? Our broadcast crew is a full crew tonight. We have Dan is on color commentary tonight. We have Ann on the computer. And we have a combination on the camera of Cassie and Jeremy.
Between the two of us, one of us will have the camera, the other one will.
Yeah, so one of them's a floater. And we aren't going to get caught up here, Dan, with those burgers that smell so good and not having a way to get them. We've got that taken care of tonight. Tonight, the Cavaliers are taking on the Holman Features. And the Features come into tonight's game with a record of 17-1, while the Cavaliers come into tonight's game with a record of 15-8 overall. And tonight is Glen St. Arnold night, along with Pine Meadow Golf night. And we're still waiting for our umpires, Teddy Joas and Jim Day, to get here. And then we'll be ready to get things going for tonight's game. And while we wait, Dan, why don't you run through the starting lineups for us?
Yeah, here's the starters for the Holman Features. Batting first will be their center fielder, Brandon Murfeld. Batting second will be their shortstop, Cameron Weber. Batting third will be their third baseman, Jess Ondell. Batting fourth will be their left fielder, Jack Kelly. Batting fifth will be their DH, Gable Garcia. Batting sixth will be their right fielder, Adam Quam. Batting seventh will be their catcher, Carson Peeler. Batting eighth will be their first baseman, Caleb Mattel. Batting ninth will be their second baseman, Nicky Gavrilos. And on the mound will be number 30, Alex Gavrilos. For the Cavaliers, batting first will be their left fielder, Campbell Kapanke. Batting second will be their shortstop, Ben Boda. Batting third will be their first baseman, Cooper Kapanke. Batting fourth will be their center fielder, Gabe O'Brien. Batting fifth will be their DH, Ethan Kelberg. Batting sixth will be their catcher, Cole Timon. Batting seventh will be their third baseman, Chase Yeager. Batting eighth will be their EH, Anthony Pogodzinski. Batting ninth will be their right fielder, Mitch Valler. Batting 10th will be their second baseman, Caden Erickson. And on the mound will be Jackson Vance.
And we should mention that our Geno's player of the game tonight is Anthony Pogodzinski. So if you go out there and you mention Pogo's name, you'll get a free soft drink out at Geno's Pizza. That's out there at the intersection of Highways 93 and I-94, right next to Action City in Eau Claire. And if Pogo should happen to get an extra base hit tonight, well, then that free soft drink turns itself into a free appetizer for your table. And they've got some pretty good apps out there and would be very much in your best interest to take advantage of that opportunity. The umpires, Jim Day and Teddy Joas, are meeting at home plate with the managers, and we're going to be ready for baseball action in just a minute. And while we're waiting, we're going to take this quick time out here. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. it always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Jason, let's go see your room.
How was it? Is it good?
And we're back here at Carson Park. And it's Glen St. Arnold night and Pine Meadow Golf night at Carson Park. And you can see on the screen right now a gathering of dignitaries down there as they're doing the starting lineups for the Holman features. But Glen St. Arnold was one of the founders of the Cavaliers, first manager of the Cavaliers. The person in the red shirt with Cavs Crew on her back. Second in from the right end is Judy St. Arnold, the wife of Glenn. And so, as you heard during the in the dugout show, when Pete Barton Gale was talking about Glenn, he's had a huge impact on baseball in Eau Claire and is very instrumental in the simple existence of the Eau Claire Cavaliers.
Yeah, my dad has a story about that. My dad has a story about that one.
Oh, yeah?
So my dad, when he was in Little League, was pitching and batting. Glen St. Arnold came up and taught him how to bat. The next game, Dad's team beat Glen St. Arnold's team because he had given him all the tips.
And now the Cavs are getting introduced. We will have a couple of first pitch throwers tonight once they get done with the starting lineups for the Cavs.
Center fielder, number 47, Gabe O'Brien. Man check and playing DH, number 28, Ethan Gilbert. Take 6, the catcher, number 19, Cole Tynan. Take 7, the third baseman, number 22, Chase Yeager. Batting in, the extra hitter, number 44, Anthony Pogadzinski. Batting in, the right fielder, number 2, Mitch Muller. Hitting 10, the second baseman, number 6, Caden Erickson. And pitching for the Cavs, number 5, Jackson Vance. Cavaliers are coached by Pete Barton Gale, and he is assisted by Brian Meyer and Ryan Dunster. The officials for tonight's game, on the bases, Mr. Jim Day. And behind home plate, Sir Theodore Joyce. Now, would you please rise, if you are able, and remove your hats, and honor America for the playing of our national anthem.
And we're back. National anthem being played at Carson Park, and we're going to send it right down to the field. We have a couple of first pitch throwers. The first one will be Justin Held. He's the son of the owner of Pine Meadow Golf Course.
Justin Held, letter
And it's pretty close. I've seen umpires call worse pitches for a strike. And our second first pitch thrower, that doesn't make sense. Second first pitch thrower is Evan Eckes, and he's a grandson of Glenn St. Arnold.
He is Glenn St. Arnold night.
And so it's Glenn St. Arnold night, and we will send it down to Judy St. Arnold on the field.
His overall record was 244 and 63. And the 79% win percentage for all of you that are keeping track. That's pretty snappy. After his managing career, he remained on the Cavaliers board of directors. Judy told me Glenn's favorite quote was, "It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game. But it is more fun to win." We sent it down to a few words. We have Glenn's wife, Judy, her son, Greg, and his friend, Lisa, their daughter, Cindy, and her husband, Chip, and their grandchildren, Evan and Ellie. Let's give them a round of applause.
I'd just like to thank all of you for coming tonight, and I know Glenn would be very proud. Also like to call attention to his coach that he had for many, many years who's in the stands tonight, Dick Gannon. Thank you.
One more round of applause for St. Arnold's.
And a moment to recognize Glenn St. Arnold here at Carson Park on Glenn St. Arnold Pine Meadow Golf Night. Cavaliers taking on the Holman Features. Interesting team name for the Features there, Dan. Until I realized it's a sports bar in Holman. Oh. And so that's how they got their name.
It's like going back to the stocker races. The first thing I thought.
Okay.
Like feature races.
And a pretty good team they are. They were in the WBA playoffs last year, and they played here at Carson Park in the other pool than the Cavaliers were in. And if I'm not mistaken, they won the other pool and ended up over in Marshfield, as did the Cavaliers. So Jackson Vance on the mound for the Cavaliers comes into tonight's game with a 1-0 record, a 0.96 ERA. He's throwing 9 1/3 innings. He's given up 4 runs, but only one of those was earned. He's walked 6 and struck out 13. And Vance just about ready with his warm-up. And then we'll be ready to get things started with Brandon Murfeld. Like that. Stepping up is Brandon Murfield.
Yeah, he comes in with a 227 average.
And Vance winds, and the first pitch Strike called over the outside corner. And we are underway at 7:09. And the pitch. Liner right back up the middle, fielded there by Boda. Throw over to first. And they're calling him safe. They're saying that the throw pulled Kapanke up off the bag. And Jim Day called him safe.
That brings up Cameron Weber with a 309 average.
And a runner at first. Murfeld has his lead. Vance fires. And it's a strike over the inside third of the plate. Murfeld takes his lead again. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes to Cameron Weber. Shortstop. Weber wearing the pinstripe pants tonight. Everybody else is in flat gray. And a called third strike by Teddy Joas. So there's one down, and it brings up Jess Ondell.
He's coming with a 417 average.
Murfeld takes his lead at first. And the pitch. Called strike on the inside corner. No balls, 1 strike, 1 down, 1 on. Vance at the belt and the pitch. The runner goes. Throw it on to second. And he's in safely. Throw from Timon missed Boda at second, but it was backed up nicely by Caden Erickson. So that puts Murfeld on second. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ondell. And the pitch. That was inside for a ball. Jackson Vance at the belt. And the pitch. Swung on a miss. Strike 2. Counts all even now. 2 balls. 2 strikes. 1 down. Murfeld on second.
He's got 5 hits and 5 RBIs.
Murfeld takes his lead, and the pitch. Check swing. And they say he went for strike 3. 2 down. Runner on second. It's going to bring up Jack Kelly.
Kelly's coming on 263 average. They got some good hitters on the team.
Vance takes a look at second. And the pitch. Fly ball out into left field. Campbell Kapanke moves over, makes the catch for the final out. So for the features, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We've played a half inning, and the score, the Holman Features, nothing, and the Cavaliers coming to bat. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
I love the pizza we get when we go to Gino's Pizza.
That's because Gino's has been voted best pizza in the Chippewa Valley 5 years in a row.
I think it's because Gino's uses the freshest ingredients, premium quality meats, cheeses, savory spices, and zesty toppings, and all served with attention to detail.
Now you're making me hungry. Let's head to Gino's Pizza.
Scott and the rest of the folks at Gino's Pizza would like to invite you to come out and try the area's best pizza. Call about Monday through Wednesday dine-in specials at 715-835-2000. That's Gino's Pizza at 5110 Fairview Drive, Eau Claire, right next to Chaos Water Park.
And we're back here at Carson Park. Rick Olson along with Dan Petchow and Monroe Cassie Johnson and Jeremy DeGrosse. It's crowded up here in the booth tonight, but that's all right. We're one big happy family up here.
Yeah, it was a little thin the other night. Last game.
We were lonely, weren't we, Dan? and I don't know if Cassie knows it, but Dan even gave a shout out to Cassie during that game saying, Cassie, you can have your job back anytime you want it.
Yeah, that camera work isn't as easy as it looks sometimes.
It's not Cassie's job, it's mine. Now Jeremy and Cassie are getting angry about this over here. And due up for the Cavaliers in the bottom half of the first inning, Campbell Kapanke, Ben Boda, and Cooper Kapanke. Campbell Kapanke, who kind of came out of his slump back on Wednesday.
He's coming in with a 292 average.
And a check swing blooper out into right field for a base hit.
That might be two.
And he rounds first. He's heading to second. Here comes the throw. And Campbell's in safely with a double. So, first pitch leadoff double for Campbell Kapanke on a oops double.
Yeah. Little check swing there.
That's going to bring up Ben Boda, the shortstop for the Cavaliers tonight. And pitch is outside.
Yeah, Boda comes in with a good average, 333.
One ball, no strikes. Kapanke on second. Swing and a miss. Counts even at 1-1. And the pitch misses for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. And Gavrilis steps off the rubber. Now he's back on.
13 hits, 4 RBIs.
And a strike called over the outside third of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gavrilis comes into this game with a 0-0 record and a 1.80 earned run average. He's only thrown 5 innings, but he hasn't walked anybody. Line shot out into left field for a base hit. And Campbell Kapanke's being held up at third. And Ben Boda checks in at first with a single. So runners on the corners with nobody out. And that brings up Cooper Kapanke.
Yeah, he's got a little roll going right now, 431 average.
Gavrilis has only given up 1 run, and that was an earned run. But the Cavs are threatening here in the bottom of the first inning. And the pitch is outside to Cooper Kapanke. Leading hitter for the Cavaliers. And the pitch. It's outside, almost got away from Peeler. Two balls and no strikes. And the pitch. Outside for ball 3. Three balls, no strikes. Be curious to see if they give Cooper the green light here. And the pitch. He thought about it. It was at the knees for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. High pop foul. It's back. Peeler moving back, and he makes the catch for the out. That'll bring up Gabe O'Brien, the center fielder for the Cavs.
He comes in on 321 average.
O'Brien swinging from the left side. Runners on the corners, one down. Strike called. That one's over the outside edge.
Yeah, he comes in with 9 hits, 7 RBIs.
And the pitch. Fouled back into the screen. Runners take their leads. Gavrilis at the belt. And the pitch is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gabe O'Brien. And the pitch. Fouled off on the left side. Off the bleachers. Count remains at 1-2. Ben Boda at first. And a called third strike over on O'Brien. Boda at first. Campbell Kapanke on third. And stepping up to the plate is a designated hitter, Ethan Kjellberg.
Yeah, and he comes in with a 400 average.
Kjellberg kind of came out of nowhere this year, swinging a hot bat. First pitch was low and away for ball 1.
Yeah, last year he was pitching.
Almost and he started that way this year, and he had a couple of at-bats and made good on them, and they started realizing, hey, this kid can hit. And the pitch is high for a ball. So when he's not pitching, now he's hitting. Designated hitter tonight. And the 2-0 pitch. Called strike. Must have caught the inside corner. I thought it almost caught his belt buckle. And the pitch. Swung and fouled back. Count goes to 2-2. Cavaliers have runners on the corners. 2 down. And a 2-2 count to Kjellberg. Gavrilis 2-2 pitch. Strike called. Curveball had Kjellberg fooled. And the Cavaliers go down with no runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. We've played 1 inning, and it's the Features nothing, Cavaliers nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You first need to know about your soil. That's where Midwest Environmental Consultants can help. Their soil testing service can give you a complete rundown on your soil's nutrition and health. They test for nitrogen levels, phosphorus, potash, micronutrients, minerals, pH, and organic matter. Let Midwest Environmental Consultants put you in control of your soil's health. Call Midwest Environmental Consultants at 715-586-1302. That's Midwest Environmental Consultants, soil testers for the Chippewa Valley.
My Shiro doesn't always wear a cape, but she always has time for a hug, a smile, for going the extra mile. My Shiro stretches every dollar, puts in long hours, puts others first. But now it's your time, Mom. When you're ready to retire, we want you to be able to enjoy it. It's time to start saving now. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Visit aceyourretirement.org.
No score as we head into the 2nd inning here at Carson Park. The Holman Features taking on the Cavaliers. Due up for the Features are Gabe Garcia, Adam Quam, and Carson Peeler. So stepping into the batter's box is the designated hitter, Gabe Garcia.
Garcia's coming out of 351 average. hits, 22 RBIs.
He has more RBIs than he has hits.
Okay.
And here's the pitch. Swing and foul back into the screen. No balls and one strike to Gabe Garcia. And that one's down low. One ball, one strike. And a grounder over to second, picked up by Erickson. Throw over to first in time for the out. That's going to bring up Adam Quam, the right fielder.
Quam comes in with a 277 average.
That's my bum leg.
And the first pitch to Quam. Fouled way off the right side. And the pitch. That missed just a little bit low.
Quam comes in 18 hits, 18 RBIs.
So the at-bats for the Features, I guess, Dan, you could say are productive at-bats.
Yeah.
And a fly ball foul on the right side, and it's out of play. One ball, two strikes. One down. We're in the top of the second inning. The 2-2 pitch. Grounder right back up the middle into center field for a base hit. And Quam checks in at first. And that's going to bring up Carson Peeler, the catcher.
Peeler comes in with 200 average.
And the first pitch is a strike. And the pitch is inside, gets away from Timon, and down to second goes Quam.
They got blocked by Timon. It just got away from him, out in front of him.
One ball, one strike to Peeler. And the 1-1 pitch swung on a miss. Strike two. One down. Adam Quam at second. He takes his lead. Swing and a miss for strike three. Carson Peeler goes down on strikes. That's going to bring up Caleb Mattel.
Caleb comes in with a 350 average.
He's the catcher. And it's a fly ball out into right center field, giving chase. They're not going to get there. It falls in, and rounding third and scoring is Quam. And checking in at second is Caleb Mattel. That'll bring up Nikki Gavrilos. And the pitch is high and inside.
Yeah, we don't have any stats on him.
No, we do not. He's wearing number 8, and that, according to our roster, should have been Nevin Wall, but it's Nikki Gavrilos. 2 balls, no strikes. Mattel on second. And the pitch. That's a strike called. Two balls, 1 strike. 2 down. And it's swung on and fouled back into the screen. Counts all even at 2-2.
Caleb Mattel got a big jump there.
Out at second. And the pitch is outside for ball 3. Mattel takes his lead. Mattel, big lead, and it's fouled back straight behind the grandstand. You're right, Dan. Mattel's halfway to third base by the time the ball leaves Vance's hand.
Yeah, he'll be running all.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Gavrilos. And it's a line shot out into right field. And coming in to score, and he's out at the plate. So Gavrilos gets credit for a base hit. But Caleb Mattel is out from right field trying to score. So there was 1 run on 3 hits. There were no Cavalier errors and 1 left on base. So the score after an inning and a half, it's the Holman Features 1 and the Cavaliers nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
When you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it, rest assured, you can still get that meal by going to Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax. Mom's is open daily, serving breakfast and lunch, and don't forget dinner on Friday nights with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee is always hot, the breakfast is always delicious, and lunch will put a smile on your face and in your stomach. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub.
Meet the scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you!
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
196, and then last, 12 rounds ago, a can koozie and a hat. 578068. 578068.
Yeah, at the bottom of the second for the Cavaliers, the catcher, number 19, Cole Timon.
Leading off the second inning for the Cavaliers, Cole Timon.
250 average, Cole Timon is.
And the first pitch is a strike. Here's the pitch, swung on a miss for strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch is outside. Count goes to 1-2. Cavs trailing by a run in the bottom of the second.
Cole Timon has 7 RBIs.
Check swing, strike, they say he went. So that's 1 down. It's going to bring up Chase Yeager, the third baseman.
Third baseman, third one, Chase Yeager.
And the first pitch is a called strike on the outside corner to Chase Yeager. Yeager batting .351. Swung on him, fouled into the dirt. 0-2 now is the count. Here's the wind and the pitch. Outside for ball 1. Alex Gavrilis on the mound for the Features. He's into the wind and the pitch. That's low. Counts even at 2-2. 22 at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Second inning. And the pitch is outside for ball 3. Count is full to Chase Yeager. And Gavrilis' payoff pitch is fouled back into the net. Three balls, 2 strikes, and the payoff pitch. Check swing, ball 4. Yeager draws the walk, and it brings up our Geno's player of the game, Anthony Pogodzinski.
Pogo comes in with a 250 average.
Now remember, if you go out to Geno's Pizza tomorrow and mention Anthony Pogodzinski, or if you just say Pogo, you get yourself a free soft drink, and if he gets an extra base hit, and it's a strike called on the inside corner, if he gets that extra base hit, your table can get a free appetizer. Here's the pitch. It's high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 down, 1 on. And the pitch. It's a little bit low. Yeager with his lead at first, and the pitch. He's going. Throw down to second, and Yeager is out at second. Very good throw to second by Peeler, because Yeager got a pretty good jump that time, but a real strong throw by Peeler. Count is 3 balls and a strike to Pogo. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Line shot, caught by Nicky Gavrilis at second base. That had base hit written all over it, and Gavrilos snagged it. And that'll do it for the Cavaliers in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We've played 2, and it's the Features 1, the Cavaliers nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
And we're back here at Carson Park. Heading into the third inning, Jackson Vance still on the mound, but there's some activity going on in the Cavalier bullpen. Jackson Faulkner warming up. Due up for the Holman Features, top of the order, Brandon Murfeld, Cameron Weber, and Jess Ondell. So stepping into the batter's box is Brandon Murfeld.
He got a base hit the last time he was up.
That was one of those high hoppers that Boda made the throw over to first, and it was a bang-bang play, and they called him safe. First pitch is a strike called on the outside corner. And the pitch, a ground ball out into left field. And Murfeld is 2 for 2 tonight. That'll bring up Cameron Weber.
Yeah, Cameron struck out the last time he was up.
In fact, he went out looking. Murfeld takes a lead. And the pitch. Outside for a ball. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch is fouled back off the front of the press box, just off to the right of us. Steve Kent is cool as a cucumber over there.
Yeah, he doesn't even flinch.
Throw over to first. And Murfeld's back. One ball, one strike to Cameron Weber. And the pitch. Foul back off that same spot in the press box. I think they're aiming for Steve over there.
He gets the thumbs up. He's all safe yet, though.
He looks pretty quick.
One ball, two strikes. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on a miss for strike three. Cameron Weber strikes out for the second time tonight. Brings up Jess Ondell.
He struck out last time he was up.
Weber's is the fourth strikeout for Vance tonight. There's the pitch. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Oh, and it was real close. Throw was a little bit high. Erickson came down with the tag, but base umpire Jim Day says he got in under it. So Murfeld is on second. 1-0 is the count. Pitch is a little bit inside to Jess Ondell. 2-0. Murfeld taking a pretty big lead at second. And the pitch is fouled away off the right side.
That's all ball brought to you by NLWN-TV, Northern Lions Webcasting Network.com. You find them on YouTube for today's game and replay the past Cavaliers highlights.
Jackson Vance looking in for the sign. He's at the belt. And the 2-1 pitch, ground ball over to Kapanke. It went off his glove, out into right field, rounding third, and coming in to score is Murfeld. That's going to be an error on Kapanke. That's an unearned run right now, but it still counts on the scoreboard. Here's the pitch. It's high and inside. This is Jack Kelly. Flew out to left field last time up. Ondell takes his lead. And the pitch. Fouled off on the right side. One ball, one strike to Jack Kelly. 1 out. Check swing, and it missed a little bit low. Ball 2. Ondell with the lead. And the pitch is inside for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 down. And the throw over to first. Back easily that time is Ondell. Vance looks in for the sign. The 3-1 pitch. Called strike on the inside corner. So the count goes full to Jack Kelly. Here's the wind and the pitch. And he missed outside for ball 4. First walk given up tonight by Jackson Vance. Moves Ondell over to second and brings up Gabe Garcia. Grounded to second his last time up. Vance takes a peek at second and the pitch. That one was in the dirt for ball 1. That one went about 59 feet. And the pitch. Fly ball out into center field. Moving over and making the catch is O'Brien. That's 2 down. And it will bring up Adam Quam. He singled to center field his last time up. Scored a run. on the double by Caleb Mattel. 2 on, 2 down. 1 run in the third inning. Check swing, strike called on the outside corner. And the pitch. That one missed outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. It's a called strike, that time on the inside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So that'll do it in the top half of the third inning for the Holman Features, but they pick up 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 Cavalier error and 1 left on base. So we've played 2.5 innings, and it's the Features 2 and the Cavaliers nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Muldoon's Men's Wear, we're the well-dressed men of the Chippewa Valley shop. Whether you're looking for the big day you have coming up, or simply want to look great for a casual night out, Muldoon's is your stop. Let John or one of the other fine staff help you find just what you're looking for, and they'll make sure it looks great on you. What tops off the well-dressed man? One of Muldoon's well-made hats. Whether it's shirts, pants, suits, formal attire, or accessories, and did we say hats? Muldoon's has it for you. That's Muldoon's Men's Wear, 1506 South Hastings Way in Eau Claire.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
And we're back here at Carson Park. Rick Olson along with Dan Petchow. Cassie Johnson temporarily sitting on the computer. And Monroe getting back here. And Jeremy DeGrosse on the camera. We do have a scoring correction for you. Back in the first inning, Brendan Murfield, we gave him credit for a hit. The official scorer gave an error to Ben Boda on that play. So the Features have 2 runs on 4 hits. Cavaliers, no runs on 2 hits. Mitch Voller at the plate for the Cavaliers.
Mitch Fowler, we're still going through the first order here. So Fowler comes in with 238 average.
Caden Erickson on deck, then we'll get back to the top of the order. Fowler hits a ground ball into left field for a base hit. That'll bring up Caden Erickson, the second baseman.
Thanks, Cavaliers. The second baseman, number 6, Caden Erickson.
Caden Erickson comes in with a 323 average.
Voller takes his lead at first. And the pitch. Erickson bunts it, pops it up, and it's going to fall in with an error. And Voller has to hustle to get down to second base because he thought it was going to get caught by Gavrilis coming off the mound. It hit his glove. That's going to be an error on the pitcher. But it does move. Actually, it probably, that would go as a sacrifice bunt. Error on the pitcher. And it moves Mitch Voller over to second. Campbell Kapanke, who doubled his first time up, shows bunt. Runners at first and second, nobody down. 1 ball, no strikes to Campbell. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt again. It's a called strike over the outside corner.
Which brings Caleb Madeline to play some small ball over here down first base.
Yeah, they're covering it with Maddle down the first baseline. Gavrilis will cover the third baseline. And it's a called strike at the letters. 1 ball, 2 strikes, so now the bunt is off. Campbell Kapanke swung and missed, strike 3. So 1 down, 2 on. Brings up Ben Boda. Boda singled the left field his last time up. The first pitch is outside for a ball.
What do you think, Rick? Little double steal right now? Or is it
could be. Mitch Voller with his lead at first. And a called strike to Boda. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gavrilis pitches. Outside for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Voller getting a pretty good jump there at second. Here's the pitch. Inside. That one almost got Boda. And we have a little bit of action going on down in the Features bullpen now. We'll try to get a number for you. And the pitch is outside, and Ben Boda draws the walk, and that'll load the bases. Bringing up Cooper Kapanke.
First baseman, Cooper Kapanke.
Yeah, it's important to get one in the outfield right now.
He fouled out to the catcher straight back behind the plate last time up. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. That was right at the outside corner. He just missed it. Gavrilis looking in and pitching. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Actually, it was fouled back into the net. Not much of a foul, just tipped it a little bit. No balls, 2 strikes to Cooper Kapanke. There's the pitch. Outside for a ball. Alex Gavrilos with the bases loaded, 1 out. And the pitch to Kapanke swung on and fouled back. Count holds at 1-2. Dan, I think they burned the popcorn again.
It always wafts right up in here.
Well, we can tell what they're cooking, can't we? Pitch was outside. Count goes to 2-2. Here, the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball. It's going to sneak through. Picked up by the shortstop, but nobody has a play anywhere. So it's a base hit for Kapanke. And he also picks up an RBI as Mitch Voller came in to score. Caden Erickson on third. Ben Boda on second. Kapanke on first. Brings up Gabe O'Brien. And the first pitch is high. That run makes it Features 2, Cavaliers 1. Gavrilos at the belt. And the pitch misses. Ball 2. And we're going to have a conference at the mound.
Yeah, figure out a little strategy right now.
Yeah, I think this is a defensive conference here.
So maybe they'll try to do a pitch to get into a double play, or
here's the pitch. It's inside for a ball. 3 balls, no strikes, nowhere to put them. Tying run on third. Gabe O'Brien struck out his first time up. And that pitch is outside, and we are tied.
You never want to see that as a pitcher.
That's going to bring up Ethan Kelberg, who struck out looking his first time up. We're all tied now as Caden Erickson came in to score. And the first pitch to Kelberg is a called strike. He didn't like that too much. And the pitch fouled off on the right side, strike 2. Gavrilos at the belt, and the pitch. Ground ball picked up by the third baseman. Throw over to second for 1. They're saying he's safe, and safe at first. A bad throw because Nicky Gavrilos was actually beyond the bag when he caught it. So we're going to make that an error on the third baseman. Actually, it's a fielder's choice, but it's an error on the third baseman, which allowed Kapanke to be safe. And in to score is Ben Boda. And it's a called strike to Cole Timon. 2 balls and a strike. Timon struck out his last time up. 1 out, bases still loaded.
Timon just a little ahead of that pitch. Two, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Gets over to the third baseman. He throws the second for 1, over to 2, and they got him. So the Features get out of it. And at the end of 3 innings, it is 3-2 Cavaliers. You're watching Northern Lights Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Let NLWN-TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network take you out to the ball game. Our next game will be on Wednesday, July 27th, when the Cavaliers take on the Osseo Merchants at Carson Park. Live coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN-TV begins with the In the Dugout show at 6:35 p.m. That's live Cavalier baseball on Wednesday, July 27th on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
And we're back here at Carson Park. And we head into the top of the fourth inning. Cavaliers on top 3-2. Carson Peeler, Caleb Metal are due up. And Nicky Gavrilos as well. Jackson Vance still on the mound. So Carson Peeler coming up, struck out his first time up.
First pitch is a little inside for ball one. Jackson in the stretch. Right down the middle. 1-1. No outs. And the stretch.
Means everything else is going to be off too.
Balances it in for ball two. 2-1. To number 10, Carson Peeler. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. To Carson Peeler. Here's the stretch. Just a little short. Count goes full. No outs. We're at the top of the fourth. Here's the stretch from Vance. There's a shot out to left field. Gets out to Campbell. He turns and fires. And Peeler will hold at first. So base hit for Carson Peeler. Brings up number 8 batter, Caleb Metal. Metal struck out his first time. Got a base hit on his second. Here's the pitch. And it's a strike on the outside. On one to Metal. Here's the pitch. Chopper to short. Picked up and put out at second. So Peeler will go down. And we got one out. Which brings up number 9 hitter, number 8, Nicky Gavrilos. Gavrilos got a base hit out to right field last time he was up. Here's the pitch from Vance. A little short. 1-1. 1 out. We're in the top of the 4th. Nicky Gavrilos is at the plate. Throw over to first. Back in time.
Well, one of our cameras managed to disappear on us. We can't seem to find where it's hiding, but we're going to make do with what we've got. Swing and a foul back.
Cavs bullpen is busy right now.
Ground ball to short, throw to second, and they got him there. So Gavrilos gets on a fielder's choice. And that takes us back to the top of the order. Brandon Murfeld. And Murfeld is 1 for 2. He got on an error and singled to left. You scoot. So the first pitch misses. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. And the pitch. Missed low. Two balls, no strikes, 2 down, runner on first. Here's the pitch. It's high for ball 3. Cavs have plenty of action going on down in the bullpen. Trying to catch numbers.
When we go to commercial, we'll switch it. We'll switch it. Commercial.
Okay. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 down. And the pitch. Missed. Throw it on to second. It goes into center field. Gavrilos gets over to third. And it was ball 4 to walk Brandon Murfeld. So Gavrilos gets credit for a stolen base, and then he goes to third on the error on the catcher. Murfeld's on first, and Cameron Weber's at the plate, swing and a miss for a strike. He has struck out twice today. One ball, no strikes. 2 down, 2 on. Here's the pitch. That missed low. Now they're saying 1 ball, 1 strike. Throw over to first. Back easily is Murfeld. And the pitch. Swung on a miss. Strike 2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Weber goes down on strikes for the third time tonight. And for the Merchants, no runs on one hit. There was one Cavalier error, and 2 were left on base. So we've played 3.5 innings, and it's the Cavaliers 3 and the Features 2. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
If you've been admiring the freshly groomed look of a baseball field, or the stunning appearance of a golf course, remember you too can have a lawn with the same beauty by simply calling Midwest Environmental Consultants. Their professional lawn care experts can bring your lawn to its full beauty and appearance. Call Midwest Environmental Consultants at 715-586-1302. Let Midwest Environmental Consultants help make your lawn the showplace of the neighborhood.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to...
And we're back here at Carson Park. Stepping in at the plate is Chase Yeager, who walked his first time up. This time he hits a fly ball out into center field. Murfeld gets under it and makes the catch. Defensive change out in the field for the Features is Alex Mock playing first base now. That brings up Anthony Pogodzinski, our Geno's player of the game. Pogo lined out to the second baseman his first time up. First pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. That was a good solid hit that looked like it was heading into the outfield, and a called strike now on the outside corner again. And Nicky Gavrilis stuck the glove out, and it stuck in it. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Pogo, and he fouls it off on the left side. Mitch Voller on deck for the Cavs. Here's the pitch. And Pogo kind of takes a wag at it for strike 3. That's going to bring up Mitch Voller, who singled to left field and eventually scored a run. And it's a line shot right back to the pitcher, right into his glove. So the Cavaliers go down 1-2-3 in the fourth inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We've played 4, and it's the Cavaliers 3 and the Holman Features 2. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax has just what you need when you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it. Mom's is open from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily and until 9 on Fridays with a complete breakfast menu. Lunch includes sandwiches, salads, wraps, and burgers, along with Mom's comfort food favorites, and don't forget dinner on Fridays with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee always hot, the breakfast always delicious, and lunch puts a smile on your face. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax.
Back here at Carson Park. You know, Dan, Last Wednesday, we were running shorthanded because it was just you and me. Now we're running shorthanded because we're down one camera.
And we still don't have any cheeseburgers up here.
No! We're doing something wrong here, Dan.
Maybe we got to bring our own grill. Put it on the back.
All right, leading off the top of the 5th inning for the Holman Features is Jess Ondell. He's 0 for 2. Struck out and got on an error on a ground ball over to Cooper Kapanke that went off the end of his glove. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out into left center field. It's going to fall in for a base hit out to the warning track off the wall. Ondell round second, and he's going to hold there. That'll bring up Jack Kelly. Kelly's 0 for 1. He flew out to left field and walked. Here's the first pitch to him. It's low for a ball. And the pitch. Fly ball out into left center field. Kind of the same area. And it's going to fall in. Holding up at third is Ondell, and checking in at second is Jack Kelly. Back-to-back doubles for the Features.
Yeah.
That time O'Brien actually had a beat on it, but he kind of tripped a little bit and stumbled and wasn't able to get there.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised they didn't send Ondell. Well, they held him at third.
That's going to bring up Gabe Garcia. He's 0 for 2. Grounded to second and flew out to center field. Yeah, Gabe O'Brien's probably kicking himself for stumbling on that last one. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short, scooped up by Boda. Throw over to first. They got him. Throw to the plate. They got him there too. That's a 6-3-2 double play. So Ondell is thrown out at the plate. Jack Kelly had to remain at second, and Garcia was out at first. That's going to bring up Adam Quam. He singled and scored back in the second inning, and struck out in the third. 2 down, runner on second. And it's a fly ball out into right field. Voller drifting back, getting over there. He makes the catch. So for the Features, they hit back-to-back doubles to lead off this inning and get nothing out of it. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We've played 4.5, and it's the Cavaliers 3, the Holman Features 2. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
For over 1/3 of its history, Eau Claire has been able to count on the Eau Claire Cavaliers for high-quality baseball excitement. Come be a part of Eau Claire's legacy with your hometown Eau Claire Cavaliers. Home games are at historic Carson Park. To plan your day of affordable family fun, check out the Cavaliers on Facebook. Or go to the Cavalier website at www.eauclaircavaliers.org.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
And we're back here at Carson Park. So Caden Erickson leading off. Erickson got on with a sacrifice bunt, but it was an error on the pitcher and a ground ball over to short, throw over to first, and they got him. Erickson pretty speedy, but missed it by about a half a step. That's going to bring up Campbell Kapanke. Oh, well. We're at the top of the order. Campbell Kapanke is at the plate. 3 balls, no strikes. And that's a called strike at the letters. Good example of a get me over pitch. And that one's high and away. Kapanke draws a walk. 1 out brings up Ben Boda. He walked and scored last time up. He's also singled to left. And the pitch. That's a called strike. And the pitch, check swing, ball.
One and two to number 17, Ben Boda. 1 out. Runner on first.
Kapanke takes his lead, pitches high for a ball. Counts even at 2-2. Checking the runner at first. And the pitch. Long fly ball out into left field, but back to make the catch is Kelly. Boda gave it a shot, but Kelly got back to make the play. That's going to bring up Cooper Kapanke. Kapanke is 1 for 2. Fouled out to the catcher and singled to the shortstop on an infield hit. Boda dives back into first with no throw. And the pitch is high, and it gets away from Peeler, and down to second goes Boda. Or check that, that's not Boda, that's Kapanke.
Yeah, that was an interesting little play there. Gavrilo he did like this little short pitch, a little short, quick pitch, and just didn't go through the motion.
Here's the pitch. That's high for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes to Cooper Kapanke. Campbell Kapanke out on second. And a line shot right into the glove of the third baseman on Dell for the third out. So for the Cavaliers, no runs, no hits, no errors, one man left on base. We've completed 5 innings, and it's the Cavaliers 3 and the Holman Features 2. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Ready for a better way to bank? Switch to Royal Credit Union. Royal Credit Union is a financial co-op, not a corporation, so we return earnings to our members. That means you get low or no fees for account services and better rates on deposits and loans. You'll also have all the digital tools you need at your fingertips, so managing your account is easy. Royal is ready to help you discover the credit union difference. Switch to Royal Credit Union today at rcu.org/difference. Insured by NCUA.
And then we have a Cavs jersey and a wristband and membership. 578-201. 578-201.
Back here at Carson Park. We still have some action going on down in the Cavalier bullpen.
That's what I said. She said it's okay.
Yeah, Jackson's going to stay in.
So, leading off the 6th inning for the Holman Features is Alex Mock. He's coming in for Carson Peeler. And it's a high pop-up and taken in over there by Chase Yeager. That's going to bring up Caleb Mattel. The first. I checked that was Carson Peeler. This is Alex Mock. I put him in the wrong place in my score sheet here. Yeah, Carson Peeler popped out to third, and this is Alex Mock, and the count is 2 balls, no strikes to Mock. Here's the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. And that's a called strike on the outside corner. Count goes even at 2-2. Mock wasn't very happy with that call. And the pitch. That one just missed. Count goes full. All the warming up down in the Cavalier bullpen is done. And a called strike on the outside corner. Mock did not like that either. And neither did the Holman Feature dugout. Got a little barking coming out of there.
Yeah, he's been calling that one pretty steady tonight.
And Dan, how many times have we said this over the season? What's the strike zone? It's whatever the umpire tells you it is.
That's right.
And as long as he's consistent with it, hey, you can't complain. We get a fly ball out into left center field, taken in by Mitch Voller, and that fly ball was by Nicky Gavrilos. And that'll do it for the Holman Features in the 6th inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base, and after 5.5, it's the Cavaliers 3, the Features 2, and you're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
I love the pizza we get when we go to Gino's Pizza.
That's because Gino's has been voted best pizza in the Chippewa Valley 5 years in a row.
I think it's because Gino's uses the freshest ingredients, premium quality meats, cheeses, savory spices and zesty toppings, and all served with attention to detail.
Now you're making me hungry. Let's head to Gino's Pizza.
Scott and the rest of the folks at Gino's Pizza would like to invite you to come out and try the area's best pizza. Call about Monday through Wednesday dine-in specials at 715-835-2000. That's Gino's Pizza at 5110 Fairview Drive, Eau Claire, right next to Chaos Water Park.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? And now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
And we're back here at Carson Park, leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Cavaliers. Ground ball foul down the first base line is Gabe O'Brien. O'Brien struck out and walked. His walk picked up an RBI. And it was that RBI that put the Cavaliers on top, 3-2. Here's the pitch. It's outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Cosley's going down the pitch, or down to the bullpen. But he always
Cosley goes down to throw in the bullpen every game. That's kind of like the boy who cried wolf every now and then. And the pitch, it's a line shot, fair ball down the first base line. Goes down into the right field corner. Gabe O'Brien heading to second. He's rounding second. He's going to try to get to third, and he's going to get in there sliding. Gabe O'Brien with a triple to lead things off. Cavaliers could sure look for some insurance runs. That brings up Ethan Kjellberg. And the first pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. Kjellberg, the designated hitter. 0 for 2, struck out, and got on a fielder's choice. Ground ball, that's in left field, and that extends Kjellberg's hitting streak as well as gets him an RBI. So Gabe O'Brien comes in to score. Kjellberg is safe at first. And it brings Cole Timon to the plate. No balls and a strike to Timon. And the pitch. Check swing outside for a ball. Oh, they say it's a they gave it a strike, I believe. Well, we'll have to see if he... No, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Line shot out into right field, falls fair. It's going to roll over into that corner. Rounding second and coming around third and holding up at third is Kjellberg, and Timon doubles to right field.
Yeah, we'll see if we get a pitching change now or if they'll do a little strategy here.
And we do have a conference happening.
Yeah,
We're going to have a courtesy runner. Jackson Faulkner is going to run for Cole Timon. And the features are having a discussion at the mound.
Doesn't look like they're going to pull him.
Due up for the Cavaliers is Chase Yeager. Well, Dan, if Yeager manages to hit a home run this time up, the Cavaliers will have hit for the cycle with 4 consecutive batters. Triple, single, double so far.
Which we haven't seen in a while.
Here's the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. Runners at second and third. Standing at third is Ethan Kjellberg. At second is Cole Timon. And the pitch is on the outside corner again to Chase Yeager. No balls, 2 strikes. Cavaliers on top, 4-2. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch was outside.
Features don't have anybody in the bullpen.
Here's the pitch. High for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to number 22. 2 on. Nobody out. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's going to bring up Anthony Pogodzinski, our Geno's player of the game. And again, I want to remind you, get out to Geno's Pizza tomorrow and mention Pogo's name, and you'll get yourself a free soft drink. There's a shot right into the hands of the shortstop, who flips it over to second to double off Faulkner. So that's a liner to 6-4 on the double play. And that'll do it for the Cavaliers in the 6th inning, but they do pick up a run on 3 hits. There were no errors and nobody, or 1 man left on base. So we've played 6, and it's the Cavaliers 4 and the Holman Features 2. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Ready for a better way to bank? Switch to Royal Credit Union. Royal Credit Union is a financial co-op, not a corporation, so we return earnings to our members. That means you get low or no fees for account services and better rates on deposits and loans. You'll also have all the digital tools you need at your fingertips, so managing your account is easy. Royal is ready to help you discover the credit union difference. Switch to Royal Credit Union today at rcu.org/difference. Insured by NCUA.
And we're back here at Carson Park.
Yeah,
Okay, we're back here now at Carson Park. We're having all kinds of camera issues tonight, but we're getting there.
Oh boy. You know, the other night was pretty boring up here.
It did go smoothly. Yes, it did. All right, leading off the top of the 7th inning for the Holman Features is Brandon Merfeld. He's 1 for 2 and a walk. Here's the first pitch to him. Called strike on the outside corner. Jackson Vance still on the mound for the Cavaliers. This is a little longer into a game than Vance usually throws. Here's the pitch. That one's high. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Strike called. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one made them
right
scramble in the Cavalier dugout area.
Yeah, right over the camera girl. She had dodged out of the way.
And it's fouled back into the screen.
Yeah, leaving Vanson like this will make a difference on the game coming up Wednesday against Osseo.
Yes, it could. Vance winds and delivers. It's high for a ball. Count goes full. 3-2 to Brendan Murfeld.
Why would him stay in this game?
Because it won't use up the pitching. Here's the wind and the pitch. And it's high for ball 4. Second consecutive walk by Murfeld. That brings up Cameron Weber. Weber's 0 for 3. All 3 are strikeouts. There's the pitch. That's high. Throw it on to first. They didn't get him.
Throw was just a little off by timing.
Kapanke tried the backhanded tag. Couldn't quite make it in time. Vance looks in, and the pitch just missed inside. Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch is high for ball 3. I think the Cavaliers have a couple of pitchers warm and ready. Three balls, no strikes to Cameron Weber. Runner on first. And the pitch is a strike on the inside corner. 3 balls and 1 strike. And it's ball 4. So Weber draws a walk. That's 2 consecutive walks, and out comes Pete Barton Gale. Now, if Pete holds true to form, this will be a defensive discussion.
He's going to give the ball.
And he's going to make a pitching change, and we'll get that all figured out right after this timeout. Cavaliers on top 4-2 as you're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? Well, now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
I think it's just vapor with flavor.
It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes, right?
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at
And the new rump on the bump for the Cavaliers is Austin Gatchin. A fly ball out into left field. Going over is Kapanke. He can't make the catch. It rolls over to the warning track, and 2 runs are in to score. And into third is Jess Ondell. Those 2 runs are also charged to Jackson Vance. And it also ties the game at 4. The numbers for Jackson Vance so far are actually, they're complete now. He threw 6+ innings, gave up 4 runs, 3 were earned. On 7 hits, he walked 4 and struck out 7. Austin Getch on the mound. And the first pitch is a ball. Now it's ball 2. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Jack Kelly, who doubled his last time up. He also flew out to left and walked. Swung on a foul back behind the plate. Counts even now at 2 balls, 2 strikes. All tied at 4 in the 7th inning. Cavalier infield playing in. Going to try to shut down the run at the plate. Here's the pitch. Just missed outside. Full count, nobody out. Runner on third. And Jess Ondell. Three and 2 is the count to Jack Kelly. Here's the pitch. High pop foul, and it's out of play. Count remains 3 and 2. And it's popped foul out of play on the right side this time. Three balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That one missed for ball 4. Kelly draws the walk. Runners on the corners with nobody out. Brings up Gabe Garcia, who grounded in to a double play, a kind of an unusual double play. Grounded to the shortstop, who threw over to first, and then Kapanke fired it to the plate to make a play at the plate for the second out. So they got Ondell trying to score. Nobody out. And the first pitch is a called strike. Lucas Costley heading down to the bullpen to do a little bit more warming up. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss, throw down to second. And there's no play at the plate. They actually were not trying to make the put out at second that time. Boda cut it off, hoping to catch Ondell breaking for the plate, but he stayed put at third. So runners at second and third now. Kelly at second, Ondell at third. And the pitch is outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Ground ball to second, knocked down by Erickson. Looks the runner back, throws over to first for the out. Nice play by Caden Erickson, fielding that ground ball, looking the runner back at third, and then making the play to first. That's going to bring up Adam Quam. Quam is 1 for 3. Singled, struck out, and flew out to right. 1 out. Runners at second and third. Chopper into the infield, picked up by Yeager, throw over to first, they got him. That's going to bring up Carson Peeler. And Peeler is 1 for 3. Singled to left, struck out, and popped out to Yeager at third. 2 down now. First pitch is outside for a ball. Go ahead run on third for the Holman Features. As we're all tied at 4 in the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Strike called on the outside corner. We have action going on in both bullpens now. Catch fires, it's outside. Two balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. Ground ball over to third. Missed there, but picked up and picked up by Boda. It was missed by Yeager. And that's going to bring in a run.
First baseman, Alex Mock.
So Jess Ondell scores. And it brings up Alex Mock, who struck out looking his last time up. The first pitch is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on the corners, 2 down. Features on top, 5-4. Here's the pitch. Foul back out of play on the right side.
Ball brought to you by Cavalier Sports over weekdays, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
1 ball, 1 strike to Alex Mock. Here's the pitch. Ground ball over to second. Erickson scoops it up, tossed to second for the put out. So Mock gets credit for a fielder's choice. 4-6 on the put out. And that will do it, but not before the Features pick up 3 runs on 2 hits. There were no Cavalier errors and 2 left on base. So after 6.5, it's the Holman Features 5 and the Cavaliers 4. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball as we take our stretch in the 7th inning on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
As we go into the bottom of the 7th inning, Mitch Voller to lead things off for the Cavaliers. He hits a fly ball, foul territory, moving over and making the catch is Ondell. So Voller fouls out to the third baseman. That'll bring up Caden Erickson. Erickson had a sacrifice bunt, although he reached safely and an error by the pitcher. First pitch is a called strike. He also grounded out to the shortstop. And a hard shot knocked down by third baseman Ondell. Throw over to first, and they got him. Nice play by Ondell over at third base as Erickson grounds out 5-3. Takes us back to the top of the order for the Cavaliers. Campbell Kapanke, who's 1 for 2, doubled on the very first pitch of the game and struck out and walked. Here's the pitch. It's outside for a ball. And the pitch, and that just missed getting Erickson. I thought he was going to get it square in the back, but it broke in, but not quite enough. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one caught the outside corner for 2-1. And the pitch to Kapanke is fouled away. Kapanke at the plate. This is Campbell. The Campbell version of it. And the pitch. Check swing.
Off the bat.
And went off the end of the bat, I think. Three balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That was inside for ball 4. That's a second walk to Campbell Kapanke. It's going to bring up Ben Boda. And Boda is 1 for 2. He singled to left field, walked, and flew out to left. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. And a fly ball out into right center field. It's going to fall in. It's going to go through the gap and get out to the wall. Here comes the tying run as Campbell Kapanke comes in to score. Ben Boda checks into third with a triple. So that ties the game at 5. And it brings up Cooper Kapanke. Cooper is 1 for 3. Thought about it, but took it for ball 1. And that's a called strike. Cooper fouled out to the catcher, singled, was an infield single in the shortstop area, and then lined one to the third baseman. Pitch is outside for ball 2. And the pitch. Fly ball out into right field. That's carrying. And it fell into the corner. In to score is Ben Boda. And rounding second and heading over to third. And Cooper Kapanke checks in with a triple. That's going to bring up Gabe O'Brien as Cooper Kapanke puts the Cavaliers back on top. And a foul ball back out of play. Off the roof of the grandstand.
Yeah, there's a pretty big gap over on right field there. Yeah, that's where they've been putting the ball.
And the pitch is a called strike on the inside corner. 0-2 is the count now to Gabe O'Brien. O'Brien tripled his last time up. Pitch is outside. 3 triples for the Cavaliers tonight. There's the pitch. It's outside for ball 2. Count goes even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner on third. That's Cooper Kapanke over on third. There's the pitch. Ground ball over to first. Scooped up there by Maki. Takes it himself to end the inning. But the Cavaliers pick up a couple of runs on 2 hits. There were no errors, and 1 was left on base. So we've completed 7 innings, and it's the Cavaliers 6 and the Holman Features 5. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Our next game will be on Wednesday, July 27th when the Cavaliers take on the Osseo Merchants at Carson Park. Live coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN-TV begins with the In the Dugout show at 6:35 p.m. That's live Cavalier Baseball on Wednesday, July 27th on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? But now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Jason, let's go see your room.
How is it? Is it good?
And we're back at Carson Park, and we have a new pitcher for the Cavaliers. It's Lucas Costley. The numbers for Austin Getchie through 1 inning, gave up a run, it was earned. He gave up 2 hits and walked 1. Leading off the 8th inning is Nicky Gavrilos for the Holman Features. Costley winds and fires. It's high and away for ball 1. That one was just a little bit wild to where it might make the batter nervous. Here's the pitch. That one missed for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Costley at the belt. And the pitch. Strike called, curveball. Totally had Gavrilos fooled. Gavrilos was bailing out and it broke right down over the plate. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Now Costley's in control. He's bringing the nasty. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Gavrilos way out in front of it. That's going to bring up Brandon Murfeld. Murfeld is 1 for 2. He scored twice and walked twice. And the first pitch is just inside. Fastball missed that inside corner. 1 ball, no strikes. And curveball for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike by Lucas Costley on Brandon Murfeld. Costley's pitch, that one missed.
Sometimes he starts. I don't know if he played on the first week.
And the pitch. A strike called on the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Costley, usually a starting pitcher, has a 0.70 earned run average. Costley steps off the rubber. Now he's back on. Goes to the belt. The 2-2 pitch. Missed inside. That was a fastball in. To the left-handed Brendan Murfeld. And the pitch. That one is a called strike on the inside corner. Murfeld thought that he had a ball there, but nope, no such luck.
Yeah, he's pretty
Cameron
consistent.
Weber. Go ahead, Dan.
He's been pretty consistent about that.
That corner right there. And like we said earlier in the game, the strike zone is whatever the umpire tells you it's going to be. And the key is you got to be consistent. And your point's a good one. He has been. That first pitch just missed outside to Cameron Weber. Struck out 3 times and then walked and scored. Here's the pitch. Outside. Austin Getch right now the pitcher of record for the Cavs. And the pitch. Ground ball, foul down the third baseline. Charge and error to that coach in the coaching box for the Holman Features. It went right through his hands. He's chuckling as he comes over to talk with the Cavalier coaching staff. Costley at the belt and the pitch. Strike called on the outside third of the plate. Looked like a changeup that time. Pulled the string on it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. And the pitch, it's outside fastball. Count goes full. And the pitch. Fouled away on the right side. Count holds at 3-2. And the pitch. And that was in the dirt for ball 4. Weber draws a walk. He represents the tying run. Brings up Jess Ondell, and Ondell tripled his last time up. Drove in 2 runs on that triple, and then later scored what was at that time the go-ahead run. And the first pitch is outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Ground ball fielded by Erickson at second. Throw to first in time. So for the Holman Features, no runs, no hits, no Cavalier errors, and 1 man left on base. We've played 7.5. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Cavaliers 6 and the Features 5. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right, as a thank you for your service, Any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Last week.
Leading off the bottom of the 8th inning is the designated hitter for the Cavaliers, Ethan Kjellberg. New pitcher for the Features, as the first pitch is a called strike, is Cameron Weber. Weber came in from shortstop, and the second pitch misses outside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. So now playing shortstop is Jess Ondell, and Alex Gavrilos, the pitcher, moves over to play third base. One ball, 2 strikes to Ethan Kjellberg, and it's a called strike. For strike 3, Kjellberg goes down looking for the second time tonight. Brings up Cole Timon, who doubled his last time up. And the first pitch is high for a ball. And that pitch misses for ball 2. And we're getting visited by some of Glenn St. Arnold's family on Glenn St. Arnold night at the ballpark. His son Greg pops his head in the press box. And there's our first pitch guy, Evan St. Arnold, or Eckes, yes. As they're taking a look at the best view in the house. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cole Timon. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. Weber looking in for the sign. He winds. And the 2-2 pitch. Foul back into the net. Count holds at 2-2. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Cavaliers up by 1. Here's the wind and the pitch. That's high. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Fly ball in right field. It might find the hole. And it does in fair territory. And rounding first and holding there is Cole Timon. Now let's see what the scoreboard or what the official score calls on that. I think they're going to, yes, they gave him a hit. So Timon gets the single. And Jackson Faulkner coming in to run for him. That brings up Chase Yeager.
We got
Oh, wait, we've got a pinch hitter in there for the Cavaliers. Connor O'Reilly. Connor O'Reilly comes into the game hitting .349. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Timing it. Well, it's not Timon. It's Faulkner at first. Running for Timon. Here's the pitch. Line shot out into center field for a base hit. Faulkner holds it second, and Connor O'Reilly with the base hit. That brings up Anthony Pogodziski. Pogo comes up, and don't forget, he is our Geno's player of the game. Mention Pogo when you go out to Geno's tomorrow. Get yourself a free soft drink, and if Pogo can come through for you here in the bottom of the 8th inning with an extra base hit, that'll turn into an appetizer.
I could use an appetizer right about now.
Yeah, so could I. And I know Ann will get excited. Here's the pitch. Check swing, foul. No balls, 2 strikes. I love the apps at Geno's. Pogo came into tonight batting .250. So far tonight, he's 0 for 3. Check swing, outside ball. Actually, if he gets a base hit this time at bat, his average will remain at .250. And it's fouled away off the scoreboard that's just off to our left side.
NLWN-TV or Northern Light Webcasting Network on the web at NorthernLightWebcastingNetwork.com.
At the belt and the pitch. And that got Pogo. And that loads the bases with 1 out. You can see Pogo's eyes roll all the way up here when he gets hit by the pitch. And we're going to have a pinch runner for Pogo. Hunter Ginther. Ginther is running for Pogo.
Yeah, what happened to Garcia?
And it's a chopper and out at the plate. Chopper right over to third, and they threw it right back to the plate. So Mitch Voller is on a fielder's choice. And Faulkner is out at the plate for the second out. The bases are still loaded, and brings up Caden Erickson. Weber winds and delivers. And that one got away from the catcher, and he got on it right away. O'Reilly couldn't do anything about that. Here's the pitch. It's high. O'Reilly on third. Ginther on second. Pop up in the infield. It's going to fall in, and they can't make a play. I think that's going to be awarded, and it is an infield hit for Caden Erickson. And he gets the RBI as Ginther came in to score. Or check that, O'Reilly came in to score. And puts Ginther on third. Mitch Fowler on second. And we're back to the top of the order with Campbell Kapanke. And the first pitch is a called strike. Caden Erickson is over on first. Pitch is inside. That run puts the Cavaliers on top 7-5. And a ground ball. That's short. Throw over to first, and they got him. But not before the Cavaliers pick up another run on 3 hits. There were no errors, and the bases were left loaded. So, after 8 innings, it's the Cavaliers 7 and the Holman Features 5. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Let NLWN-TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network take you out to the ball game. Our next game will be on Wednesday, July 27th when the Cavaliers take on the Osseo Merchants at Carson Park. Live coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN-TV begins with the In the Dugout show at 6:35 p.m. That's live Cavalier baseball on Wednesday, July 27th on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Heading into the top of the 9th inning, Cavaliers on top 7-5, and the Holman Features come up. Jack Kelly leading things off the top of the 9th inning for the Features. Kelly walked his last time up. He's walked twice tonight. First pitch was a called strike. He also doubled and flew out to left. And he fouls it back just over the top of the press box, off to our right.
Feel you, brother.
No balls, 2 strikes to Jack Kelly. And the 0-2 pitch swung on a miss for strike 3. That's going to bring up Alex Gavrilis, who was the pitcher to start the game, comes in to replace the designated hitter to play third base. So this is his first at bat. Costley fires, and it's a strike called over the outside corner. And it's a strike called. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 down, top of the 9th inning. Cavs up by 2. Costley steps off the rubber. Now he resets himself. Goes to the belt. The 0-2 pitch to Gavrilis. Swung on a miss for strike 3.
He's a beast.
Costley looking to pick up the save. Austin Getch on record for the win. If Costley can get this last out, It'll be the 7th win of the season for Getch. Pitch is high and away. 1 ball. No strikes. 2 down. Adam Quam at the plate. Swung on it. Drills himself right down into the ground. Went down to the knee on that swing. He was looking to put that one out on the football field, and he ended up taking a knee instead. 1 ball, 1 strike. Costley has these feature batters off balance. Strike called on the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The features are down to their last strike.
1, 2, 3 now.
Here's the wind in the pitch.
Got him.
Foul tip. So the count holds. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Costley at the belt. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball over to second. Erickson with it. Throw over to first, and they got him. And Costley comes in and shuts down the Holman Features to pick up the save as they get no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on board. The final score, the Cavaliers 7, the Holman Features 5. Winning pitcher tonight is Austin Getch, takes his record to 7-0. Lucas Costley picks up the save. Alex Gavrilos, I believe, will get the loss. I'm looking here to see. Yes, Gavrilos takes the loss. We'll have more of that for you on Talkin' Baseball right after this timeout. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You've been watching NLWN-TV's presentation of Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball live on the Northern Light Webcasting Network. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Talkin' Baseball with a look back at today's game.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
Time now for Talkin' Baseball with a wrap-up of today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. And now, back out to the ballpark.
And we're talking baseball. And Dan, the Cavaliers come out on top over a really good baseball team, the Holman Features. And the Cavaliers come out by scoring 7 runs on 12 hits and 3 errors. Features 5 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. Your thoughts?
Yeah, great game by both teams. I thought the Cavs played a good, complete game. Offense, defense, pitching was good. And, putting that all together to get through and get that win, 7-5.
And Austin Getch goes to 7-0 on the season. And Lucas Costley's record goes to... I had it here just a minute ago. Costley goes to 3-2 with a save. It's a 2-inning save, but it's still a save.
Yeah, Costley's been pretty solid all season for the Cavaliers. You know, starting and being a middle reliever and a closer.
And he's been really effective. He has some really nasty stuff. We were talking about that up here in the press box. I thought some of that stuff was so nasty, I thought Jeremy was going to chase it right out the press box window. He was getting pretty excited about some of that. There were some nasty pitches he threw there in both the 8th and the 9th inning, and he had those Holman feature batters totally off base or off balance, I should say. And he did a really effective job. Austin Getch actually looked like he was struggling a little bit with his control, but he came in and did the job in the 7th inning and got things closed down, and was able to get the Cavaliers, keep them in the game, and then they returned the favor by coming away with the run leading hits in the bottom of the 7th. And that gave Getch the win.
Yeah, I thought that the bat sure came to life tonight for the Cavaliers too. I thought that was one of their better outings with some doubles, some back-to-back triples, and going to be lots of RBIs put on the stats tonight.
That's right. There are going to be, and they say the triple is the hardest hit to get. We had 3 of them tonight for the Cavaliers, and we had 1 for the features. So all of a sudden there were 4 of those. And unfortunately, those extra base hits, none of them came from our Geno's player of the game tonight, Anthony Pogodzinski. So when you go out to Geno's tomorrow, don't forget to mention Pogo's name, and you'll still get that free soft drink. Scott out there at Geno's is really happy to see you come out there, and he'll reward you with that free soft drink if you just mention Pogo's name. I'll tell you what, we're waiting for Barton Gale, Cavalier manager, to show up, and as we wait, we'll take this time out. You're tuned to Talkin' Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
You.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
TalkaboutVaping.org.
I think it's just vapor with flavor.
It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes, right?
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutVaping.org.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
Jason, let's go see your room.
How is it? Is it good?
My Shiro doesn't always wear a cape, but she always has time for a hug, a smile, for going the extra mile. My Shiro stretches every dollar, puts in long hours, puts others first. But now it's your time, Mom. When you're ready to retire, we want you to be able to enjoy it. It's time to start saving now. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Visit aceyourretirement.org.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
And we're back here at Carson Park and talking baseball, and we're talking baseball right now with Pete Barton Gale. Got your name right tonight.
Yeah, all right. It's a good start.
Yeah. Hey, and another good start was that ball game tonight. Cavaliers defeated a pretty good ball club in the Holman Features. Came in here with a 17-1 record, and in a game that was back and forth, nip and tuck, but you guys came out on top 7-5.
Yeah, Vance, I thought, pitched a really nice game, and they are a tough team. I think all those guys are playing college baseball somewhere. And our bats came around a little bit. I'm hoping Anthony Pokazinski can find a hole here pretty soon, but he's had such bad luck this year.
He hit a line shot that was a good, solid base hit, and that second baseman stuck his glove out, and the ball found it.
I know. That's been his season all year, but we found a way to get some big hits there, and like I said, they're a really good team. But I think we're coming around a little bit too. Our pitching's been solid all year, and then if our bats can come around with Cooper and O'Brien, and we get Vinny back on Wednesday, I think it'll be a tough out in that WBA if we can get in.
Talk about good pitching. I got to say something about Lucas Costley picking up the save in this game. That is some of the nastiest pitching I've seen him throw all year. That ball was moving all over the place and had them completely off balance.
Yeah, and tonight it was a really important game. It was a Saint night, so I know we have a big game Wednesday, but this game was really important to me. Just wanted to win the game for sure, and it might be a gamble to use Costley there, but it's Saint night, and he means so much to this Cavalier program. He started it, and I was talking to him at third base there when we were down by 1 run, and I think we got 2 runs. There were 2 outs, right? Something like that. So I'm like, come on, Saint, help us out here. And I think he did. So it's just a great night to honor him, and our guys knew that, and I think they just kept on fighting tonight.
Well, and they came through at the right time. Austin Getch comes in. That guy just collects wins. That's all there is to it. He comes in, throws 1 inning, gets the win.
Did he get the win?
He gets the win. He was the pitcher of record when the Cavs took the lead.
Wow.
And so, you come in, throw 1 inning, you can still win a baseball game.
Yeah, and I just asked him for 30 pitches here tonight just to get us through an inning or 2, and he did that. And, he pitched a lot Wednesday night, but he's been tough all year long, and he's an option to pitch against Osseo because I know they don't like to hit off him too much.
Well, the other thing we were talking about up here is, they say the triple is the hardest hit to get. And your guys showed some speed tonight because you got 3 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, Gabe O'Brien had one down the line. Cooper had one, and the other one escapes. Ben Boda. Yeah. Yeah,
Ben got one to center field.
Benny Boda's just been huge for us this year. And you got to keep in mind he's coming off a bad ankle there. So that first inning, 1st and 3rd, you can maybe steal him, but his ankle's a little sketchy because he missed most of the St. Norbert year. So if he steals, they're probably just going to throw him out and take the out there. So it was a little bit of a gamble not to steal him. So that's why he kept it back. But he is coming off a bad ankle, but I think he could be the starting shortstop at Norbert next year.
Now, big game coming up Wednesday.
Yeah.
Cavs need to defeat the Osseo Merchants to have any hope at all of getting into the CRBL playoffs.
Right.
And they also have to have a couple of other things go their way, away from Carson Park, but they need, if those things all don't happen, so that means Cavaliers, the only thing you can control is taking care of business here.
Yeah, we have to play that game like a playoff game, and we will. I think our guys are really coming around right now, and they're motivated for that game as well. And I'm not sure who we start. We could start Getch. They didn't hit Getch really well in Osseo at all. So,
that's true. In fact, I just looked back at that game, and 2-0 game, and they scored on 2 unearned runs. Otherwise, you scattered 5 hits.
Yeah.
And
that game was really an even game all the way through, and it'll be interesting to see how interested Osseo is in that game Wednesday night, because they're not really playing for a whole lot. So.
Well, they are playing for that
seeding,
number one
right?
seed and for the winning the regular season title, because they can still catch Tilden. I don't know how the tiebreakers work. Tilden's season is done, and the Merchants have.
I thought Osseo was 3 games behind Tilden, but maybe
no, they're only 1 game out right now.
It must have changed.
And so, so I think they have 2 games left. So if they win them both, they'll end up in a tie. They split the season series. So I'm not sure how the tiebreaker works after that, but so they've got that to play for.
Right.
And
it's a rivalry game. That's fine. I hope they bring their A game, and that's what we want. So if we don't get in the playoffs, we want to get in the WBA, because what are we now, 16-7 or
16-8 overall?
16-8. That's a pretty good record, I think, to get us into that WBA. I would think.
I would think so. And you just beat a really tough team. You've beaten some other pretty tough teams in your non-league schedule, and so I would think you're sitting in pretty good position to get into that one.
And we don't have a game this weekend, so.
Yeah. Tell me what's going on with this weekend.
Well, Westmont canceled. They had some injuries and aren't going to be able to make it, unfortunately. So we don't have any games this weekend, so we'll be sitting around unless we can find somebody to
Now,
play
I heard
Saturday.
some talk that possibly Friday over in Marshfield, or is there anything going to come of that? Or
I don't think so. I think Tilden, they already got Tilden to come over, so. But we'll keep trying to find somebody to play maybe Saturday night. But if not, we just have to move on to Wednesday. But all in all, I want to keep talking about Saint. I'm so happy we won this game today, and he was in my thoughts all day. So.
And you did him proud today.
Yeah.
And as did the Cavalier team as a whole, winning today's game 7-5, and. Hey, we're just going to celebrate that one. Yep. And Saint sitting up there just smiling down saying, those are my boys.
You betcha. I love you, Saint.
All right. Thank you, Pete, for joining us. And we'll be back to wrap up Talking Baseball right after this timeout. You're tuned to Talking Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little, spearheading a campus tour, and another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? And now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
And we're back here at Carson Park. And talking baseball as the Cavaliers come out on top of the Holman Features by a score of 7-5. Cavaliers 7 runs, 12 hits on 3 errors, and the Holman Features 5 runs on 9 hits and 2 errors. The winning pitcher, Austin Getch, and the save, Lucas Costley. Losing pitcher, Alex Gavrilos. Hey, want to remind you that the next game on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV is pretty important to the Cavaliers as they try to keep their CRBL playoff hopes alive when they host the Osseo Merchants. From Carson Park, coverage begins at 6:30 with the In the Dugout show, followed by live play-by-play action. Hey, we at the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV are excited to announce that once again this fall, we're going to carry Colfax High School football. Follow the Colfax Vikings all season long, beginning on August 19th when the Vikings travel to Whitehall to take on the Whitehall Norse. The Eau Claire Cavaliers want to remind veterans of the United States military that they can get a lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games simply by coming to Carson Park with your veterans identification, and the Cavaliers will be happy to issue you your lifetime pass. Just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service. Today's Geno's player of the game was Anthony Pogodzinski. So make sure you stop out at Geno's Pizza tomorrow and mention Pogo's name. Get yourself a free soft drink. Unfortunately, Pogo did not come through with an extra base hit, so no appetizer tomorrow, but you can get the free soft drink out at Geno's out there by the intersection of Highway 93 and I-94. Today's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball game has been brought to you by Geno's Pizza, right next to Action City and voted best pizza in the Chippewa Valley 5 years in a row. Midwest Environmental Consultants, lawn care and soil testing experts for the Chippewa Valley. Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax, comfort food the way Mom used to make it. Callista Salon on Water Street. Call 715-864-5332 for a reservation. Muldoon's Menswear on Hastings Way, where the well-dressed men of Eau Claire shop, and Royal Credit Union, where they're different in a good way. Be sure to thank these fine sponsors for bringing you Eau Claire Cavalier baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. For Dan Petchow, Ann Monroe, Cassie Johnson, and Jeremy DeGrosse, this is Rick Olson. Final score, once again, Cavaliers 7 and the Holman Features 5. You've been tuned to Talkin' Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You've been watching Talkin' Baseball, a wrap-up of today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. This has been a production of NLWN-TV.